Good morning. I don't know if it's still morning, but get ready with me to go nowhere while I talk to you guys about my 1 year experience being in the UK and working in the UK. I'm going to do my face priming of camera and then I'll come back and we'll start this chat, okay? I'm just going to be talking about like my experience being here. Moving abroad is like a process, but that's not what I'm here to talk about because I'm no immigration expert. I'm not here to talk about immigration or migration or whatever. I'm just going to be talking about my experience, what it's been like living abroad for like a year now. Yeah. So my face is prepped and I'm just going to be doing like my no makeup look. Basically, this is not like makeup and this is not a tutorial, please. No foundation, no contour. I'm not doing none of that. I'm going to be looking into my mirror because this one is no mirror to me. It's been a year now since I moved to the UK, you guys, and I've learned a lot of things since moving. I'm going to talk about like the difficulties I faced moving here, and then we'll end off on good notes, talking about the good things that can happen when you move abroad, right? The first thing I'm going to talk about is the loneliness that comes with moving abroad. So I moved August last year, right? And I moved by myself. No family, no spouse, no nothing, right? And the loneliness was profound. I know people talk about moving abroad and loneliness a lot of times, but it's a lot. It's a lot and people need to talk about it more. It's just a lot of loneliness that would hit you, especially when you move by yourself. Even when you move with family, sometimes you might still feel some kind of loneliness. Anyways, I cannot really speak on that because I don't know. I moved by myself, so I can only speak on the fact that moving alone, it's not easy. When I first moved here, I used to cry almost every night. I felt insanely lonely for the first couple of months. It was crazy. So I'd advise, if you're moving, maybe move, get married. Okay, that's a joke. But yeah, I think it's easier for people who move with like maybe a spouse or just family in general. That will reduce the loneliness, whatever. The second thing I found insanely difficult to handle was the weather. When I experienced my first winter, I was depressed for a few months. I was literally depressed. While I leave the house in the morning, it's already dark. Before I come back home, it's dark again. Like, it gets dark by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which was insane to me. I could not understand why it got dark that early. It was really something I struggled to handle. I look good. Anyways, the next thing I'm going to talk about is pressure from home. Like, when you move abroad, yeah, everybody at home just thinks that you have arrived, you have blown, you have money, you are rich. That is not the case, guys. Even though moving abroad, at least after like some months, when you start working and saving and doing things, you get to a point of financial stability. But that does not mean I'm rich. If you ask me for financial help and I tell you I don't have, you best believe I don't have to give you. I might have to take care of myself, but I just don't have enough to spare, if that makes sense. It is difficult sometimes, even for people abroad. You need to understand that, okay? The next thing I'm going to talk about is the difference between nursing in the UK and nursing in Nigeria. I was legit shocked because a profession I studied for 5 years, I literally had a lot to learn and a lot to unlearn and relearn. The first day I resumed at work, I was overwhelmed. I cried. I'm like, when and how am I supposed to learn and know all of these things? There was just too many differences, too many machines, too many new things. I was so overwhelmed, you guys. The truth is, you will get the hang of it as you go. And the good thing about being here also is that they will teach you. My trust, my word, they will teach you. They will try to help you learn gradually. They will go at your pace. But thankfully, I'm a fast learner, But yeah, they would try to support you as much as they can for you to be able to learn. But yeah, I got a hang of it as quickly as possible. Another very sad thing I've had to deal with is missing out on events and things that happen in my family, like milestones. And my grandma's birthday was just this August, and I missed out on that event, and it was just really sad. I was still happy I could connect with them, call her and talk to her, but I just really wish I was there in person. So yeah, you get to miss events at home, you miss being around family, things will happen and you will not be there to celebrate them with them. Prepare for things like that. So now let's talk about the good parts and the exciting things about moving abroad. One thing for sure is that as long as you moved abroad to work like a good job and you're in a good profession, you definitely attain some financial stability that you probably didn't have when you were in Nigeria, which is what my case is. I know that I'm able to do things for myself, I'm able to afford things I want, I am able to help out my siblings and my parents with financial needs, with proper planning obviously. And yeah, another good thing about moving abroad is that I got to experience a working system, living in a country that everything, like, things work, which is something I'm not used to, if I'm being honest. I still get shocked by it sometimes. People respect traffic lights, even pedestrians. You cannot just cross the road when you want to. You have to wait for the lights to tell you to cross. And people respect that. I'm in a country where I know that if something goes wrong, it can be fixed. Still on the working country point, I mean, I feel safe here, especially my city. The city I live in is very safe. I go out in the middle of the night, I come back in the middle of the night sometimes, and I'm very safe. I am not scared even one bit when I walk the streets in the middle of the night. Yeah, I love it here. And the people here are nice as well. The good people are more than the bad people, if that makes sense. Another good thing about being abroad is that there's just, you know, it comes with a lot of possibilities. There's just a lot you can do for yourself with proper planning and financial responsibility. I will not advise people that anyone that moves abroad to just start being lavish and just spending money on unnecessary things that you know you can probably afford for like a short period. Or nah, you're not even supposed to start impressing people or buying things because everybody's buying it. I got a new phone and like some Apple gadgets obviously when I moved here, but that was because I absolutely needed them, especially my phone, like the new phone. The phone I had when I had moved here was giving me so many issues, so yeah, I got a new phone because I needed that. But this is not to say that I've not made some irresponsible financial decisions, but I've learned from them. And yeah, with proper planning, there's just a lot of possibilities for you. I'm able to travel if I want to, which I love doing. I love traveling so much. So I'm able to travel, I'm able to save and do whatever I want to do, and that is something I'm really grateful for. If you're planning to move abroad, I would just say that you should do your proper research before you move abroad. Don't just move abroad because everybody's moving abroad. I know people say that might sound cliche, but that's just the truth. You should not move because everybody's moving. Move because you have a plan for your life. Move because, you know, you see a future where you're moving to, if that makes sense. You have a plan, you see a future, and you know that things are going to work out if you follow that plan. That's part of the reason you should move. Another very important thing I'm going to mention is that you should not let people project on you. You will be damned if you let people project on you the things that they couldn't do or they couldn't achieve, or the negative things that happened to them. Don't let that be your story. I mean, everybody's story is different, so create your own story. Have your own experiences. Don't let people tell you things like, oh, you can't save money abroad, or you can't be rich being abroad. Things like that. Crazy things I've heard people say. You can absolutely do anything you want as long as you have the right mindset, you're planning correctly, you're doing the right things, right? You can do absolutely whatever you want. Don't let people project the negativities they faced being here on you. Okay? You guys, trust the process. It's going to come out. We'll have it. I am rooting for anyone that wants to move abroad, sincerely. Do it, okay? But like I said earlier, make proper research before you move. I can't find my lip gloss now. I'll be right back. Let me find my lip gloss. So yeah, do your proper research and just know that living abroad is not a bed of roses. You will get lonely, it will get difficult, it will be difficult in the first few months, but you're going to be all right. And that is it. Okay, thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk, and I'll see you all on the next one. Oh, my earrings, I'll be back. So I got these new earrings yesterday from New Look. I'm just going to try them on and see what it's giving. Pretty. Tell me what you guys think about my makeup. So all I did with this makeup is just concealer and blush, nothing else, absolutely nothing else. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.